Good evening. My name is Tepiso Monani, and thank you for joining me. I hope you are well. Today, I want us to talk about love, since it's the month of love. I wanted us to discuss something about this thing called love. Um, Earlier on today, I was listening to a radio show. And a thought came up to me, and I couldn't help but keep on scratching on that topic, right? So let me unpack it. I'm sure we say love is a doing word, acts of action, acts of action, or something like that, right? Love is a verb, is a doing word. You show your love through actions, right? So, and one thing I did ask some of the people that I work with this same question, or like, if we say that love is is an action, is a doing word, it is shown through actions, right? If that's the case, then what's the significance of saying I love you, right? I didn't quite get the response from especially the ladies. I was puzzled, or why weren't they answering? But hopefully on this video I will get people who have opinions and perspectives on this thing. If we say or love, you show it through your actions, is a doing word. What's the significance of saying I love you to whoever? Might be your parent, or your partner, or your friend, or your colleagues, if that's the case, right? What's the significance of saying I love you to someone if love is a doing word? It is shown through actions. What's the significance of saying I love you? Because it puzzles me. Or like, we're saying, like, if a guy, he keeps on saying I love you, like, all the time when you are with him, or if your lady, when you are with them, they keep on saying this thing, I love you, I love you, I love you. But then we tend to, I don't know if when we reach a level of frustration or what, we tend to, no, you don't love me. You've never shown that you love me, right? We put the importance in the action of this thing called love, right? Because even in the dictionary saying love is a verb, it's a doing word. You show love through actions, right? So why don't we focus on the actions and then just show people that we love them, and cancel out this thing of saying I love you to people? What's the significance of saying I love you to someone? I don't get it. Like, you can, someone can grow up, being shown love by their parents. They take care of them through school, through childhood, even at home. You've never slept with an empty stomach, taking care of you. When you need something, they make a plan, even though they don't have the means immediately, but then they make a plan, right? Basically they are showing you that they love you. And then when we are older, I don't know, maybe we get interviewed or what, we sort of like bring up this thing of, yeah, I was shown that I'm loved, but growing up, I've never heard my mom saying I love you, and then I needed that. I needed that. So now that you've got the actions of this thing called love, you wanted the words. But then if roles were reversed, like in terms of if your parent, their way of showing you that they love you is through words and less of actions, you would say, yeah, I needed to be shown that I'm loved, right? You would say that. So, yeah, my parents would always tell me that they love me, but then they've never shown me, right? We would say that. So it puzzles me. We're like, why do we want everything? And then in this world, I don't know if how difficult it is to comprehend that you can't get everything. You can't. If you find yourself a well stable man in terms of finances, best believe that that man doesn't have time to spend with you. So if you as a lady, the important thing is the financial stability. It puzzles me that you would still want that person all the time with you, because the time they spend looking and searching, grinding for that money that you have at your disposal because of them, it's the time that they, so they don't have time. Not that they don't spend. When they do get the time, they do spend time with you. But then most of the time they are out there on the streets, in boardrooms, I don't know, in workshops, in all of these things, grinding for money because it is important to you. But then when we get frustrated by whatever, we tend to say, no, the reason why we are at this point is because you don't spend time with me. It's like, what the fuck? I don't get it. If you get yourself a man who has all the time at their disposal and spends more time with you, when you get frustrated by whatever, you would say, yes, you do spend time with me, but then financially I'm struggling. You don't show me that you love me. Yes, you do show me in terms of being paying attention to me, giving me all your attention. But then I'm a lady. I need to go out on dates. I need to be spoiled. I need us to go on vacations. I need to go on shopping sprees. I need all those things. I need to be well taken care of in terms of financially. I don't get how you don't comprehend that there's no time to go and look for that money when they are there with you, spending time with you. Where do you expect that guy to get money from? Because they are there spending time with you. There's no way you can have everything. There is no way. There is no way you can have everything. There is no way. Sometimes, it's I find it somewhat pointless to reason with our fellow opposite gender. I find it so difficult to reason with them, because it's like it's somewhat pointless to reason with them, because then they don't engage to understand they engage to win the debate or argument, which is pointless to me. It doesn't make sense. So how are we supposed to move forward as a society or as a relationship if we find ourselves in positions where every time we engage, every time we engage, it's not an open engagement in terms of wanting to get to the root of the problem, but then you engage to win whatever we are talking about. It's pointless. God, it doesn't matter what we're talking about, what's the reasons, as long as you are the victor at the end of the discussion or engagement. So I find it very, 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 very hard to reason with such people because it's pointless. Hence, we find people, we find people that give people what they want, and then go and chill, be on the streets, go and chill with the boys. Like they give you what you want, and then they go and chill with the boys all the time. They come home drunk and all that. Because what are we going to talk about? Because every time we try to talk, it's either I'm complimenting you, we're talking nice things, but then besides that, there is no conversation or engagement whatsoever that is progressive. There is none. Like we can't have a constructive conversation or engagement. We can't. Because then every time we try to do that, you are trying to be the victor. I find it very hard to understand certain things. Like in this world where we're supposed to be inclusive for everyone, right? How are we supposed to do that when people, they don't want to openly engage? They want to be the victors. Like all the time, you want to win. You want to win. And I think that's the case even in boardrooms. Like you don't speak to come up with the right solutions. You speak for you to win whatever argument or debate, which is pointless sometimes to have such conversations or engagements. It's pointless. So back to the topic. If we say love is shown by actions, love is a doing word, is a verb, what's the significance of saying I love you to whoever?